Wakenya mali imefika, it is high time we take our own budgetary allocation and we give it to DCI Africa for what they are doing. Can you imagine the billions of money we are allocating to DCI? There is a National Crime Research Institute. There is Department of Criminal Investigation. There is National Intelligence Service. And it takes a bureau that is based in London, wakuje, wachunguze, and they identify how child sex trafficking is happening in this country. Why am I even shocked? They did the same with marriage for honor that was happening in Isili or some region also. You remember that documentary, Sex for Grades, the same BBC, the Blood Parliament. And yet we have National Cohesion and Integration Commission. Yeah, you know how humiliating it is, DCI, mtu kukufanyia kazi yako. And here you are so embarrassed saying anybody who has the information. You guys, mtu leo akifanya shida, leo Twitter, nikiandika leo Twitter some divisive words, you can find me even without my IP address so easily. Vile mmekuwa mkifanya bloggers. Today, if somebody, munakumbuka the Ongondo Were case, Ongondo Were was gunned down. In a span of 48 hours, the shooters were identified. So the same DCI, the same DCI based in Nakuru, Naivasha, and these clubs that are really sex trafficking our kids cannot identify the perpetrators. It is as simple as this, Wakenya. Justice, criminal investigation, swift response will only be given to you if you pay for it in this country. DCI, billions of money are allocated to you. You guys have forensic lab right now in Nairobi, one of its kind. There is another institute called National Crime Research Center, where they basically do research and literature analysis of new crimes happening. So you want to tell me, Mohamed Amin, you are not aware these kind of patterns happen? You are not aware Kenya is now becoming a hub for human trafficking. You are not aware Kenya is now becoming a hub for sex trafficking. I want to talk to the women leaders. These are some of the underlying issues for the rise in femicide cases in this country. Because if you can't address the root cause, if a child can be abused, if a child innocence can be taken away, then they can take away a woman's innocence also. Hata akiwa amebaligi, amekuwa mkubwa. Mohamed Amin, you can do better. This is a big embarrassment. Yani, it reminds me of those days when we used to watch Jichopevu, Paruanja la Miadarati. When Muhammad Ali, Mohaji Chopevu will have to do some digging on what the government is doing on the war against drug, forcing the parliament of the day to wait for Jichopevu ndo ajue what is happening in this country. We are headed the same direction. This year you can do better than this, man. You guys, munakumbuka tukifanya maandamano, you were issuing memos. There is a possible terrorist threat in Nairobi. So we discourage those people who are protesting to stay at home. You guys have one of the advanced detection system of crime and criminal activities in this country. Daily, munakuwa muna-avert. Daily, munakuwa muna-divert all these attacks. You want to tell me the very basic people, a woman, a village person, watu kwa club, wenye wanatumia wasichana wetu, watoto wetu, wale wanafaa kusoma shule vibaya, you guys cannot come up with an evidence. And then here you are, National Police Service, DCI, anybody who has the information to come out. You are simply telling us Kenyans to do your job, and we paid you to do that. Kenyans, we are not DCIs. We've not signed up for this job. Our sole job is to fight for the sovereignty and the supremacy of the Constitution. This is what you get when you give job to the people who don't want to do it, and instead they issue out memo saying we reach out to anybody who has the information on this. Shame on you, DCI.